Hey guys, welcome back, or if you're new here, my name is Victoria and I sometimes go by Vicky. Today I'm going to be doing a little something of an eye look on this bad boy right here that I got going on. It was the eye look that I had on in the video that I just bleached my brows in, and I will link that up here or here somewhere, wherever it goes. If you want to watch that, if you're interested in anything like that, making myself look like a total goofball. But yeah, this is the eye look that I'm going to be doing. I think the next video I'm going to be doing is like the faux freckles. I really enjoy wearing those sometimes, so I'd love to do a video on that as well. But if you're super into seeing how I got this nice glam goth look, pun intended, you will see in the video, just do the darn thing and keep on watching. Okay, so let's jump right into this bad boy. I'm going to start off by using the shade Love That out of the James Charles palette. It's going to be this guy right here. And I'm going to dip into that lightly and start putting it in the crease. Just packing that color on till I get it to the depth that I like. Next I'm going to take the shade Escape, and it's going to be this darker purple right here. And I'm kind of going to just lay this right on top of the other one. And I'm going to be using the same brush. Just dotting it on because wherever you first lay down your brush is where you're going to have the most payoff for that color. So I'm going to start it here in the outer corner and then work it into this magenta fuchsia shade that we already have going on first. And I'm actually going to take this one a tiny bit further towards almost the middle of the eye. Pack it in right there and blend. Now I'm just going to take a bigger, fluffier brush and see the difference right here, and let me put it towards my skin so you can see better. You can see the difference right there. I'm going to take this one right here. It doesn't have any product on it at all, and I'm just going to buff out these edges. Make sure it's all nice and blown out and we don't have any harshness. So now I'm going to take a little bit smaller of a brush and I'm going to lightly, very lightly, tap into the black shade in this palette that's called Spooky. And I'm just laying this right here on the outer, I guess half, I guess you would consider this the outer half. Being super duper careful. Seeing how I already have the rest of my face makeup done, a ton of black fallout is the last thing I would want all over my face. Do that on the same outer half portion. And it's okay if I got a tiny bit above the crease because I am going to blend that out as well, of course. I'm actually going to take it and work it a tiny bit into the crease so I can really have a nice and deep dark crease area. I'm going to take this brush from earlier and blend that out now. And I am only doing motions of like a back and forth windshield wiper, because if I went in circular motions, that would be spreading the black up and down, and that is not something I want. I only want it to be right where I laid it down, if that makes sense. So now that that is all dark and smoky, I'm going to now grab a separate flat brush similar to the one that I just used to apply the black. This one looks like this. This is pretty, you can see how flat it is, just like the other one. So now I'm going to take the red shade here in this palette right here, and it's called You're Kidding. Yes, You're Kidding. And now I'm going to take that and I'm going to apply it to the blank areas left on my eyelid. And I'm just laying down this red to act as a base for the red glitter that we are going to apply later on. And I'm going to tilt my head. Let's see, so you can still see me. I'm going to tilt my head a little bit downward. Make sure I actually don't have any fallout, anything like that. I did tap the brush off as well. So now I'm going to apply that here. And I am patting and dragging that. Just adding one more layer. It doesn't have to be insanely pigmented in that area because we are going to put the glitter on top, but I do personally enjoy using a eyeshadow the same color of a glitter before I lay it down, just in case, who knows, like throughout the day, if any of the glitter falls off or anything like that. That way you don't have, like, you can't see the skin tone through. You'll still see something similar along the same lines of the glitter that you laid on, if that makes sense. Alrighty, got that laid down. Alrighty, so I just did like this whole eyeball finish besides mascara and lashes, and I just realized the whole time that it wasn't recording, so that's fucking great. So I am going to show you everything else on this eye. I don't even know how I just managed that. So since I have this red laid down already and I've got my creasage area going on how I like it at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and take the Glam Goth Diamond Primer right here, take off the excess right there on the doe applicator, and I'm going to dab this right here on all of the areas that are red, inner corner and all the red areas. Just dabbing, I don't want to swipe, because with a liquid and a powder like that, you probably would just pull all of the product right on off of the eyelid, and I don't want to move that red shade around at all. So now I'm going to take my Glam Goth Carrie glitter, and I've got it right here in the lid of it. That way I'm not making a mess anywhere. I'm just going to start patting that onto my eye. And I'm going to look a tiny bit like downward, because I know there is going to be fallout for sure. It is glitter, it's a loose glitter. Can't expect it not to do that. Looking down and tilting my head in this downward motion is going to prevent some of it from falling onto my face and just falling onto the table right here. And I'm just putting on really as much glitter until I feel happy, until I feel like that's enough. Take a tiny bit more and putting it in the lid right here. Just tap, 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 come out there. There we go. I just needed the smallest amount to finish up this eye really quickly. Alrighty, so that is the glitter on. And now I'm going to go back and reapply some black, because I feel like, I don't know how well you guys can see it, I feel like right here mainly a lot of the black, I don't know if I blended it away or what I did, so I'm just going to apply some more black really quickly with the same brush I was using earlier for it. Just this little tiny flat brush. It's technically, I would think it's technically a concealer brush. Take it and press it in that area where I feel like it came out of. Make sure it's as dark as the other eye. Alrighty. Now I'm going to take the little blending brush that I was using earlier, and I'm going to go into Love That and Escape, the fuchsia y magenta color and the purple. I just dip into both of them really quickly and go back over the top of this right here. This will pick up any glitter that was like lingering right there, or knock any of it off like it just did. I felt it. And I'm just making sure there are still no harsh lines at all with that black that I applied. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush, I'm not going to add on any more product. I'm going to take the leftovers and I'm going to apply it under the eye right here. Just sweeping back and forth. I'm going to dip back into those shades again, mixing them on the same brush. And applying more until I get it to the depth that I like again. Now I'm going to take just some of that Love That by itself on the brush, and I'm going to, instead of going like kind of vertical like this, I'm going to go more straight on and apply this because I want to make it all nice and blown out. And I'm just going in very extremely light circular motions, and I am just blending this outwards and giving myself kind of a tail onto here. And then I'm going to take nothing else on here too, and I'm going to, in circular motions, blend this downwards until I get it as blown out as I would like. So it's looking a tiny bit like strange and patchy right in this area. I'm just gonna lightly buff over that, see what I can fix. And now I'm going to take that brush that I had earlier. It's got some pink on it for me buffing out this side of the eye. So I'm just going to like do a little dry clean really quickly. I'm just in circular motions rubbing it on a towel. So now there's not nearly as much pink on that bad boy at all. So now I'm just going to blend this out as best as I can. Alrighty, so that's what that looks like. And I thought I was finished with this eye, but I'm actually, that's why I was moving on to this eye, but I'm actually going to go back and I'm going to add some black like right up in here. That way it looks a little bit more darker, a little bit more dramatic, and ties in with the black up here. That way that black's not just like floating around on its own. Again, I'm going to tilt my head, look upward, and just kind of sweep this around. I have the lightest amount on here because I have sometimes before I would be getting carried away and going pretty fast, and there'd be too much product on the brush right here, and I would go like this really fast, and it would like hit the brushes like this, and they go whoop, and then it would like push all of any of the fallout, and it would fly right here in the inner corner. And there's no like just taking the black eyeshadow off. It's something where I'd have to like take off all of my makeup and like start over again in that little nose area. So that's about as much black as I'm going to apply. I really like how that looks right there. I'm just going to do that to the other eye really quickly. So that's what this is going to look like with you know, no, I'm trying to fix my lights some. So that's what this is going to look like with no mascara and no lashes on. So I'm going to go ahead and alrighty, you guys, so this is going to be the finished look. I have a visitor. Remember, say hi. Say hi. I promise she's not as miserable as she looks. She's actually purring. But yes, so this is the finished look. I added on lashes, a few beauty marks, put a star stamp on, and the liquid lipstick. Oh, and inner corner highlight. The inner corner is going to be this little guy. This is a little mini Lime Crime Diamond Crushers in the shade Lit. That is something that is meant for the lips and not for the eyes, so use that at your own risk if you get anything like that. It doesn't irritate my eyes, which is why I apply it there. The little star stamp is the Milk Makeup stamp. I highly suggest that bad boy. It's a lifesaver. If you're, especially when you're in a time crunch. I used to always draw my stars on by hand. It would take so much longer. So it is great. Be warned though, it does stain sometimes. It comes off kind of easily, mainly with like an oil-based makeup remover though. The liquid lipstick I used is right here. It is the Black Moon Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Sleepwalker. It's the best black liquid lipstick I've ever used and ever tried. And then lastly would be the lashes I put on, and these are in the style Lady Killer, and they are by the brand Rouge and Rogue Cosmetics, of course, because they're my #1 brand for eyelashes. But yeah, that is going to be my finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you learned something new. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, and that would be great in the comment box below. Still deciding on a name. I do like the best out of all the ones that I've heard so far, the Ixters. Thought that was kind of cute and creepy. But yeah, if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And I would love if you could subscribe and become a member of my little creepy cute family. And I guess that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.